What's up guys, it's Matt with Galaxy Games 843 back with another video. In today's video, as you can see, we are at the Truck Accessory Shop and we've got all kinds of things to do and talk about in this video. So it's going to be a little bit longer video this time. So make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video. We're going to teach you all kinds of cool stuff in this video about these machines. So first and foremost, here's our snack machine. And I was real leery about putting a snack machine at this location because remember previously we had that little honor box here on top of that little small soda machine. And we were only making like, I don't know, $60, $70, $80 a month at this location. Well, the changes that we've made at this location have really made a difference. You're going to see just how much money we pull out of these machines. It's crazy, guys. I mean, look how many things are sold out from this snack machine. Now, this is the snack machine that was previously at the barbershop location. I'm pretty sure it's not credit card compatible, but I haven't really dug into it that much. If you're familiar with this snack machine, it is a FSI, USI, a Wittern, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the model number, but if you're familiar with this machine, put it down in the comments if you know if it's credit card compatible. Again, I don't think it is, but put it down in the comments and let me know. But look guys, I mean, of course that very first top left row is non-working. So that one's not sold out, but the other one is sold out. The middle one's sold out. How about half of that top row on the Cheetos is sold out. A lot of things are really sold out at this machine. And I'm really super surprised with the results. And this is really only a 2-week service because what we did, we set up the machines. If you remember correctly, we set up the soda machine with cans because we didn't have the bottles yet. We set up the snack machine, then we came back, put bottles in the soda machine. Today we're going to do stocking up and collecting from the snack machine. We're going to stock up and collect from the soda machine. We're going to install a credit card reader. We're going to get our MDB codes for this Royal 650-10 machine. And guys, I gotta say, the Royal 650-10, this is a live view, but I'm sure it's the same for the regular button version as well. The MDB codes are probably the easiest out of all the machines I've ever worked with. So we'll put all those up on the screen as we get to them and all that good stuff. So as you can see, we're just stocking things up. Pretzels are sold out. Popcorn is almost sold out. Even the Wise original chips are half sold. This location is really shaping up to be a lot better than I expected it was going to be. Remember, I was leery to put these machines here because it was such a small location and not really doing that well. And I'm going to tell you too, ever since we put the credit card reader on the soda machine, which we're going to do in this video, the sales have even increased even more via credit card sales, because that was the one thing this location did tell me was they don't carry a lot of cash. But it's kind of funny because when we do our collection from this machine, one of the employees is actually going to come and get change from us so they have cash on hand for the snack machine. So pretty cool. Lots of great stuff coming your way in this video. So now's a good time to remind you, if you haven't done so yet, it's time to subscribe to Galaxy Games 843 here on YouTube. As you know, we're trying to grow and we need your help to do so. So make sure you subscribe, click that bell notification so you get notified when our new videos and our live streams go live. Also, while you're down there, make sure you give us a thumbs up to like the video. When you like our videos, it helps YouTube promote our videos to other new viewers, and again, helps us grow. One other thing I want to throw out, and I haven't really talked about it, but it is another arcade pinball vending coin up at All Things Cool Auction Week. And you know, last weekend it was an off weekend. The weekend before that we were in Tennessee at the auction, so I'm just not 100% sure if I'm going to make it to this auction this weekend, guys. It's in North Carolina, not Tennessee, so it's a little bit closer for me, but it's still a 4-hour drive each way. Not sure if I'm going to make it, guys. I don't know if I have it in me. Like I said, I was just there a week and a half ago, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it again. But it's going to be a game time decision. If the stars align, I'll be in North Carolina for the auction. But right now, I'm just not 100% sure what's going to happen. So some others will probably share some videos, which I can share to the channel. But for the time being, no promises on this one. We'll see what happens, though. Never say never. I might end up there, but we'll see what happens. All right, now another thing I want to talk about too is my camera setup. So I've been having some issues with memory cards on the one camera, and when it dies, when the memory fills up, I have to switch over. Right now I've been switching over to a second camera. Now luckily I haven't really had to do too much of that, but with this location, this is a longer video, so I actually had to switch, and plus I was filming another location before I filmed this one, so the memory card was already half full. So now we switched over to another camera with a bigger memory card, and what we're doing is we're actually using a different camera mount. This is a hat mount So I'm trying out a hat mount for this version. Now, I'm not sure how much I like it. The GoPro was pretty heavy on the hat. It made it kind of difficult when I moved my head around. So as we go further into this video, I do move that camera to the backpack strap mount, which again is not my favorite either. So I'm still looking for the best option for me. I did order a new memory card for one of the GoPros though. So the good news is I shouldn't have to be running out of memory issues going forward. So I use a smaller GoPro usually and the bigger GoPro for things like the auctions and different tripod shots. However, this time I'm using it because the other one ran out of memory. So because I've rectified that situation, maybe we'll try using the smaller GoPro with the hat mount and it won't be as bad. We'll see how it goes. Put it down in the comments. Let me know if you like this angle. This is pretty much like the angle, like if you remember AFC Vending back in the day, used to kind of do the hat GoPro mount like this. So put it down in the comments. Let me know if you like this angle too. If you do like it, we can start incorporating it in some of the shots. Over the next couple of videos though, I am going to play around with kind of the hat mount and see what works, what doesn't work. Try different angles, try some different, I don't know, we'll see. Put it down in the comments. Let me know if you like this angle. Let's go and pull the money out of this machine. So here's our snack machine totals. Quite a few coins, and again, more cash than I was expecting. Let's go and pull that cash. Yeah, guys, look at that stack. I've never would have expected a stack like that. So we're going to go ahead and count out 40 ones and then change them for 2 20s. So they have some ones on hand for the snack machine. I'll put the total collected here on the screen so you can see how much we collected from this machine. And when we do the soda machine, I'll do the same thing. All right, so we're going to put that money away. We do have a refund to give too. And we'll talk more about how I have things set up in this Royal 650-10 soda machine, because I'm still kind of learning, and there's some parts I can buy to make things easier, which we'll talk about that when we get to that in the video. But there's some different notes. They left a note asking me for change, and don't worry, I do lock that lock, even though I didn't lock it right there. I do lock it before the video is over, or even before I leave the location. But there was a note on the soda machine about a refund, and it's for $2.50 for one of the Red Bulls. And we're going to talk about that, like I said, how I have the Red Bull set up in just a minute, because it's not the best way. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and open up this Royal 650-10 live view soda machine. Today we're gonna stock it. We're gonna top off some of the stock. We're gonna get an inventory count. We're gonna install a credit card reader. We're gonna get our MDB codes. Lots of stuff to happen in this video. We're gonna collect money from this machine too. And like I said, I was not expecting this location to do so well, but I'm very surprised with the results we're getting. So if you remember the previous video, we had these things pretty filled up. The blue Red Bulls on the left are gone. The regular Red Bulls are about halfway gone. And remember, I don't have the Red Bull shim kits from like DNS Vending or whatever, because they're pretty expensive. So what I did was I kind of put those aligners in and just kind of stacked up the Red Bulls, and then I was doing my test and it was vending 2 at a time. So I just set the price to $5. You get 2 Red Bulls for $5 is how that's going to work. All right, so the hat mount was annoying me. I moved back, I took that camera, moved it back to the backpack strap mount. Now we're going to drill our holes for the credit card reader. And again, I'm not going to make you watch me drill holes for the credit card reader, and I do install them in the plastic. And some people like to install them in the plastic. Some people like to install them in the metal. Someday I'm probably going to upgrade the plastic in this one anyway, so I went ahead and just drilled the holes in the plastic for the time being. You know, you might disagree with how I did it, but this is how I did it for this machine. It's going to work just fine. It's an indoor location. It's supervised. I don't have to worry about somebody ripping that thing off there. It's secure. It's sturdy enough. It does the job. So what we're using is a Nayax original VPOS or VPOS system, not the touch model, just a regular old VPOS system. And we've got that network cable ran through the hole. We're going to go ahead and secure it with screws to the plastic. I do lose one of the screws, and you'll see me hunt around for that. But it's all good. We got it. We got 3 out of 4 secured. And then after we do that, we'll get all the wires all secured up. And I want to talk about one thing. So what I typically do with these credit card readers is I put the antenna on the inside of the machine. And I've never had a problem doing that before. However, this time around, I did have a problem. I was getting errors. It wasn't vending, all that good stuff. And I actually called Nayax. And if you've ever called Nayax, you know that they're always busy, right? They always have a wait time. So one option you can do is you can choose, I think it's option 2, and you'll reserve your place in line. And when your spot comes available, one of their customer care tech support people will call you back. I'm sure it's automated. It's pretty cool. So I did that. I reserved my spot in line, and I went back to troubleshooting my setup here. So as I was messing with things around, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try moving that antenna outside of the machine. So I moved it outside the machine, and then it started working properly. So by the time I got the call back, I'd already left this location. I was already done filming, and I had to tell the very nice Nayax person, hey, I figured it out. Thanks so much for calling me back, but I did figure it out. And they asked me, well, what was it? What was the issue, and how'd you figure it out? So I had to explain it all to them, and they were like, oh, yep, totally. That's what I told you to do. So all good. Sometimes you got to mount your machine, your antennas outside of the machine. It is what it is. All right, so I did drop a screw down in there, so I was going to go looking for the screw, and I'm going to open up this live view section. This is where, in this machine, you put your example bottles. So this is where, like, my Mountain Dew, my Pepsi, my Coke, all that stuff, Sprite, water is in this row. So I'm looking for that screw, and I can't find it, so it probably dropped further down there in the door. At this point, I'm like, abort mission. 3 screws will do. I'll bring another screw next time, and I'll fix it or whatever. So don't beat me up in the comments, guys. It is what it is. All right, securing that live view panel, and now it's time to get the wiring complete. And what's cool about these machines too is it's got a little fuse right there in the door, so I can pull that fuse, and when I pull that fuse, it cuts power to everything, and then I can go ahead and wire in my MDB connections and not worry about damaging my electronics. There you can see my antenna cable. I do mount it inside the door there for the time being. I'm going to mount that modem head there inside the door, and it's all magnetic, so it all works out really well. Then all we got to do is patch in our MDB cables, and we're going to tap right in here where our bill acceptor goes into the coin neck. It's just one connection and then another connection, and then we're good to go. Now this machine I think does have a DEX port, and I don't recall if I actually plug it in. I think I plug it in off camera for the DEX port. For vending purposes, all you really need is that MDB connection. But whenever there is a DEX port in my machines, I do plug that DEX cable in if it reaches. So I don't know how you do it, but that's how I do it. All right, with that all said, we've got the machine powering back up. We're going to start doing our test. And remember, you're not going to see it, but I have some troubles that I kind of edited it out because you don't want to watch me make all these tests that don't work. So we're going to do a few things going forward here. Next, what we're going to do a quick inventory count, because when we're all done filming, we got to go back to the shop, back to the office, and update everything in the Nayax software. So I'm taking an inventory count right now. I'll be setting my PAR levels, I'll be setting my inventory levels, all that good stuff, my MDB codes, and I'll be assigning the name of the item to each MDB code as they go through. So all I'm doing, again, I just made a quick grid. I'm taking inventory. I'm going to add some more inventory, as you can see here. We'll do our collection, and then we will do our MDB tests. And a lot of people are asking, like, how do you do MDB tests? And it's really quite simple. All I'm using is that Nayax prepaid or test card that came with my very first reader. And I'm swiping and buying, swiping and buying. I'm just going in order. I'm going to go Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Coke, so on and so forth. I'm going to start with button 1, go button 2, go button 3, go button 4, so on and so forth, all the way till I get to button 10. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Let's do our collection. All right, here's our coins. And again, not a lot of coins, but it's all good. Let's check the cash. And remember, this location, now that we have the credit card reader, is doing much better with card sales. But again, another nice stack of cash. Look at that, guys. Way better than the $60, $70, or $80 we used to do per month at this location. So making the change, making the upgrade is really helping our business. So my advice to you all is if you have older machines, get newer machines, or get stuff where you can have some flexibility where you can add credit card readers. I know in the past I've said start with whatever you can, and I still stand by that. But when you get to a point when you've kind of got some profit built up, start reinvesting in your business. Start getting new machines, start getting better machines, start getting machines that can run credit cards. We'll put the total collected of everything on the screen so you can see all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and start doing our tests. So again, I've got my Nayax prepaid card or test card, whatever you want to call it. All I'm doing is I'm going to swipe it. I'm going to buy a soda. Then I'm going to swipe it. Then I'm going to buy the next soda. I'm going to start with Mountain Dew, which is button number 1. Then I'll go to Pepsi, which is button number 2. Coke, which is button number 3. Sprite, which is button number 4. Water, which is button number 5. And guess what the MDB codes are for those buttons? Yes. Button number 1 is MDB code number 1. I'll confirm that again, but usually I know it goes in order 1 through 10. 1 for button 1, 2 for button 2, MDB code 3 for button 3. And it's funny because I'm going through all this, and I didn't realize that when I'm testing it, because I can't see it until I get all the tests done, and I either look in the app or on the website and see exactly what the numbers were of the sales I just completed. Then all you got to do is in your product map in the Nayax back office, they call it. All you got to do then is tie the product to those MDB codes. So for example, MDB code number 1 I tied to Mountain Dew, or Mountain Dew to MDB code number 1. So now when somebody buys a Mountain Dew, it doesn't just say MDB code number 1, it says they bought a Mountain Dew. Makes sense, right? Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. This machine, like I said, had the easiest MDB codes I've ever worked with. So that's one benefit to the Royal machines, right? And I know I've gotten a lot of comments and questions about what's my favorite machine. I still think I like the Dixie Narco machines the best. This machine isn't that bad. What I don't like about this machine is how getting your hands in the columns. I always end up cutting my hands up. They're hard to work in, especially on the far left when you get that door swung open. And then, of course, you got the columns in the rear, which are even more difficult to get to if you have some different stuff up front that didn't sell well maybe for a month, but something behind it sold well. That's kind of the only pain point for me. But it's a good problem to have, right? All right, so I'm just buying things again. Again, after I finish buying things, I'll go back to the office. We'll get everything secured away in the Nayax website, the back office they call it. But I do go out of order on the bottom row, and I make a mistake, and because I buy a Monster, then I go right to Red Bull, then Blue Red Bull. You see we've added Dr. Pepper, and then I go back and order a Coke Zero. So I have to remember that, and that's another reason why I love recording these videos. I can always go back and check my work and see how I did things. So it's one benefit I do. All right, again, sorry guys that this video is a little bit longer, but thanks so much for staying with me all the way to the end. I hope you're learning about credit card readers with Nayax, getting your MDB codes. You know, if you'd like to see a video where we actually map out some products, we can probably work that out the next time we get a credit card reader. Put it down in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. Right now, we don't have any more machines that can have credit card readers, or else I'd probably be buying even more at this point. But it's something we're working towards, of course, getting newer machines, getting more locations, getting more credit card readers, because I tell you, it is such a benefit to get those pre-kits going before you go to your locations. Who knows, maybe the next thing will be to upgrade the snack machine here. I do have one snack machine currently back at the shop that's having some issues that I'm trying to figure out. If so, it is upgraded with that new motherboard to be MDB compatible. But the thing with this one is there's no good place to mount a credit card reader on this machine. So I don't know if that's going to work for me or work against me, or how it's going to work. I don't know. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see how we handle things like that in the future. We still have lots of great videos coming your way. Since we've shot this video, we've actually been back to this location one more time to stock up some different things. That Blue Red Bull has been challenging for me to find. I'm having to order that on Amazon of all places because Sam's Club has been out of stock. So Amazon has been my go-to for that. Luckily, it's not too bad of a price. We're still able to turn around and make a profit, so we're going to keep that rolling. But yeah, so again, we're just wrapping things up, doing our test. There's the Dr. Pepper. I did go out of order. All I've got to do now is that Coke Zero. And then once we got that, then we'll have all the MDB codes. And with that said, we can go back to the shop, sit down at our computer, start working on the Nayax back office, getting everything, MDB codes, all written down, all arranged, products assigned to those MDB codes, lots of good stuff. All right, with that said, it's time to wrap this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're working our way to that next milestone and we need your help to get there. So if you haven't done so yet, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification so you get notified when our new videos and our live streams go live. And while you're down there, please give us a thumbs up to like the video, and also make sure you share our videos with your friends. Alright guys, thanks so much for taking the time to watch our videos, and thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate you all. It is time to wrap this video up, guys. This is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We'll see you next time.